He lifted the cup and downed it in one gulp. The next second, the woman stopped him. The cup was what she used to measure her urine, but he didn't taste anything funky. So the woman explained that urine from kidney failure patients has no smell. The woman was suffering from uremia. For her, a kidney transplant was her only hope for survival. So she posted in a patient support group looking for a husband, thinking she could inherit his kidney after he died. The catch was she'd have to help take care of his family. But just as she posted the video in the group, she suddenly decided to delete it because she didn't want to deceive anyone. Yet the next day, she actually received a friend request from a man. She called him, but he hung up. The next second, he sent her an address and gave her a secret code phrase. Though she felt conflicted, her curiosity won out, so she headed out to meet him. Soon she spotted a disheveled man going around asking people for the code phrase. She tugged at his sleeve, but he didn't believe it was her until she said the secret phrase. Surprisingly, when he heard it, he fainted, but he came to after just a few seconds. Turns out he had a brain condition. He wanted to give her his kidney in exchange for her taking care of his mother, but she felt sorry for him and didn't want to deceive him anymore, so she turned and walked away. But the next day, while she was getting treatment, she suddenly noticed him outside the window. He had privately found out which hospital she went to. She didn't like being followed, so she hurried home. But when she got there, she discovered him downstairs again. She angrily called him a stalker, but he didn't argue back. Instead, he wrote down her habits in a notebook. Day after day, he followed her and recorded her routines, and she seemed to get used to his company. This day she attended a friend's wedding and saw him there again, but this time he wasn't stalking her. He was working as the wedding videographer. However, when she was playing games with the groomsmen, he suddenly grabbed the guy and yelled at him for being inappropriate. To prove he was right, he grabbed the woman's wrist, but she screamed and crouched down in pain. It wasn't until they got to the hospital that he learned he had pressed on her blood vessel, and it needed to be massaged vigorously to restore circulation. She was sweating from the pain, and he was filled with guilt, so he decided to take care of her every day. He tracked her medication schedule and accompanied her to dialysis. He cared for her in every way possible, until one day, he noticed her hair smelled bad and wanted to help her bathe. But the next second, he fainted, so he asked his mother to help her wash up instead. This made her feel the warmth of family. This day the hospital suddenly called her. They had found a matching kidney donor, but she needed to get to the hospital right away to confirm her eligibility. However, it suddenly started pouring rain, and the roads were jammed, so he rode his bike to take her to the hospital. Fortunately, she made it to the hospital in time and successfully qualified for the transplant. But then he left, thinking she no longer needed him, but she chased after him and told him she was willing to take care of him and his mother. The next second, he was moved to tears.